How's it, everyone? And thank you for being with me through this training. I hope you've enjoyed it thus far and you've received value through the training. This training consists of 4 parts, of which this is the last and 4th part. The first part I took you through basically the introduction to e-commerce and the different e-commerce business models. And then we specifically dived into dropshipping and the dropshipping business model, which in the second episode I showed you how to set up your USA business, register your USA business, register your USA bank account, as well as your payment gateway for your website. In the second session, I took you through setting up your website, finding the right product, and finding the right supplier, no matter where you are in the world, whether you're in Africa, in America, in Europe, in Asia. You would use the principles I took you through in the last episodes. So this specific episode covers how to get consistent sales for your business. I'll take you through the social media setup, the platforms you'll be advertising on, general principles and philosophies that you should use. I'll also take you through how to set up your advertisements in Facebook. I hope you've had value through my course thus far. If you have, please do subscribe to my channel. Please do drop a like on the videos and leave me a comment so we can chat in the near future. Cheers, guys. Let's get into the course. Alright guys, so now we get into the marketing side of the business, and this is where we really get the other half of dropshipping really going, and this is where we spend a lot of our time, which is understanding our markets, understanding our customers, and understanding our messaging, or what we call our value proposition. Now, I strongly believe dropshipping will replace all forms of retail sales in the near future, and that's truly because if you think about it, people are not moving around and going to shops anymore. Yes, they are, but they're going there for coffees, and there's other reasons why people actually want to go to the mall. And if you think about sales, if you want to buy something, and if you could buy something online and it could arrive at your doorstep within a week, within a few days, would you want to be driving to the store to go buy your shoes, to go buy your clothes? I'm pretty sure you get all your stuff delivered straight to your doorstep. And precisely this is what we're doing with dropshipping. Now, the most important part is to understand your customer and understand how to talk to your customer. This process is called drafting your customer avatar, and really is just about asking the right questions. I go into detail about the questions in my ebook, which you can grab with the link in the description below, but just to give you a brief overview, the customer avatar questions are broken down into 3 sections. The first section being your demographic, or your what, where, and who information or questions. And then the second being the why and how, or social and behavioral questions. And then lastly, the emotional questions, which ties both the demographic and the social and behavioral. Let me give you an example of a demographic question. It would be, what age are they? And where are they located? What sex is the product for? Or are they homeowners? Those would be demographic questions. Versus social behavioral questions would be, what are their hobbies? Or who are their influences? Or what social networks do they use? What platforms do they work on? Social networks do they chat on? And that gives you the behavioral social aspects of your customer. And then lastly, you tie it together with emotional questions like, what are they thinking about this product? Or what can they get or benefit from this product or my niche? Or what do they hear about my product? Or what is the market saying to them about my product? Those are the type of questions. And then when you've drafted these questions, you have an idea of who your customer is, and you can draft your copy specifically to the customer. Now, the tools you're going to use to do this are Google, Facebook Insights, and you could use niche magazines. But when I talk about Google, you could just simply type in your product and check what forums pick up regarding the product, or what content is on the internet about this product. And Facebook Insights, you could go to Facebook Insights, type in your product and see what the demographics show, or an interest related to your product. And this will show you what the demographics look like, what pages they like, etc. This gives you more information about who will actually buy this product and how we're going to tailor make our advertising and our product pages enticing for this customer to buy. Now the next question becomes about where do we advertise and how do we advertise. So really where we advertise would be Facebook and Instagram. And why I call these two out to advertise on. Facebook has got about 3 billion users on it daily, so I mean that's literally half the planet right there that you could advertise to on a daily basis. And Instagram similarly, and is also becoming very trendy and in for the youth and the upcoming adult market. I personally believe just through Facebook and Instagram you can generate enough customers, enough traffic to keep your business sustained and to grow your business. Now, the advertising strategy really is broken down into these 5 things, but I'm not going to talk about them. You can read them later, but really it's about making sure you don't lose money when you're running ads, and I'll show you how to do that. If you read my ebook, I go into detail about campaign strategies and what you have to do when you review your metrics and what metrics to review. But for the sake of this video, I'll take you into my actual while at home advertising campaign and show you how I structured my advertising campaigns. So now we're actually just going to get into how we're going to set up our Facebook and our Instagram social media pages for our business, and how we're going to advertise on Facebook and Instagram for our business. Alright guys, so this is my Facebook while at home page. I'm not going to take you through the exact steps of setting it up. I don't think there's much value in that. You probably know how to do that already, but I will show you where I put what information and basically what it looks like, just so if you need some inspiration. Please don't copy, just use as inspiration. Alright, so this is the About Us page, the home page. That was the About Us message. I had the website under the website insertion, and I have the telephone number under the telephone number. Same with the email. I had a personalized email for my While at Home website. You could do that too. You could link that here, and basically the category. Then I would post ads that I'd create myself. I created ads myself using InVideo, and yes, that's basically what your page needs to look like. As you can see, it's not the best of pages. It's really just effective enough to get the message across that I'm running a business and I'm selling, home decor, home DIY products. That's the point of the page, and really for running the advertisements. So when you run your ads, people come to your page, and that's what my Facebook page looks like. I'm gonna take you to the Instagram page. Similarly, I don't think there's much value in showing you how to set it up. I'll just show you the information, where I've inserted it and what it looks like. So this was my page. I had the description with this information here, link to my website, and yes, this is basically posted. I post pictures as often as I can, and basically that is my While at Home page on Instagram, and both these are linked to my ad account, and when I run my ads, these are the pages that show the ad under. Now I'm going to take you into the Facebook setup, the actual ad account setup. I'm going to talk you through the business account setup, and then how to actually set up your ads for success. I'm going to give you 6 main points to look out for, and then we'll move into setting up the Shopify store and linking it to Facebook. Alright guys, so the first thing we're gonna get into is the business manager and setting up our business manager. This is basically the hub of your business and advertising on Facebook. This allows you to also advertise across both platforms, Facebook and Instagram, because Instagram is owned by Facebook. And we're basically gonna create an account, and the account we're gonna create is based on our business that we registered in the USA in part 2 of the training. So guys, the first thing we need to do is we need to create a business manager account. This is the hub of your advertising on Facebook. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create the business account based on a Facebook profile. So if you don't already have a Facebook profile, you're gonna have to create a Facebook personal profile. I already have a Facebook account, so I'm just gonna log in with my Facebook account and then get into business manager. So once in your business manager, guys, this is what it will look like. You have your pages attached to your business manager, which are your different Instagram and Facebook pages for your business. Then you're gonna click here on this ads button on the left, the speaker, and you're gonna create an ad. Facebook has now automated the ad section. It's not the way it used to be, but since I'm using a profile that's more of an entrepreneurial profile, it's not giving me the actual option for conversions, so I would choose get more leads. In my situation, you would obviously optimize for conversions, as I state in my ebook. Please do get the ebook, it's free. The link for the free ebook will be in the description below. So guys, this is the back end of Wallet Home and my Facebook ads. So as you can see, it's broken down into a campaign structure, an ad set structure, and an ad structure. So multiple ad sets make up a campaign and multiple ads make up an ad set. So it rolls all the way up into a campaign. So what's a campaign? Let's talk about that. A campaign is basically your objective. You can either have a reach objective, which is where you're trying to reach more people. You can have a conversion objective where you're actually trying to get purchases. And as a dropshipper, we always use conversion campaigns. And the reason being is because we want people to buy our products, and we don't want people who are just surfing the internet aimlessly. We actually want people who are surfing the internet with purchase intent. It's important to distinguish the different budget types. So you can either budget on a campaign level or you can budget on an ad set level. The difference between the two being the way the budget is allocated, either on a campaign level, spread across the best performing ad sets, or on an ad set level, spread evenly across the ad sets. What's also important to note is on a campaign level, you will have multiple campaigns for a product. So you will have a campaign for cold targeting and you have a campaign for retargeting. You also have a campaign for scaling, whether horizontal or vertical, and you have a campaign for lookalike audiences. The ad set is your interest and your audience, basically your customer demographics, your customer avatar, as well as their location. Your ad will be your actual ad copy, which is your description and picture of your actual ad. What's important to have here is to make sure it's catchy, make sure you have It's also important to distinguish between your ads when you're running cold targeting ads, which is when you're trying to get your initial customers, and when you're running retargeting ads. And your ad copy would change based on the messaging. So what I mean is, if you're messaging a brand new audience, you want to sell them on the benefits of your product, not the features but the actual benefits. What would they get from your product? Example, less back pain, whatever problem it's solving. Tell them the benefit of how their lives would be once that problem is solved. And that would be different versus retargeting someone who's already seen the ad. Maybe they saw the ad but they didn't purchase for another reason. Maybe the price was too high, or they got distracted maybe. So you need to re-advertise them back in with a different strategy. And I talk a lot about these strategies in my ebook. Please grab my ebooks in the link in the description of the video below. I go into detail in terms of your sales funnel, but literally that's what you need to be doing with your Facebook ads, targeting each audience differently and making sure you have a different message for your customer throughout their journey on your Shopify store. So guys, to get sales, the first campaign you're gonna run is an interest testing campaign. Like for example, this one I have here, where I was testing LED slippers and I was running an interest testing campaign. This was my budget here. That's what I was spending daily. and that gave me the results that I achieved. What's also important to note is, as I speak about in my book, you will see the different campaigns for the different strategies. So for example, this campaign was a lookalike audience campaign. I was testing lookalike audiences from a crossbody bag, and same with this campaign versus this campaign where I was testing products or testing interests and audiences based on my product, and same here. Now let's go to the ad set level. So these were the ad sets I ran. As you can see, I had a lot of lookalike audiences, and lookalike audiences are very profitable because what lookalike audiences do is they use the same data sets as previous customers on your store. That means the customer is more likely to buy or enjoy your website based on previous customers that have been on your website, and thus making it cheaper for you to advertise and actually make sales. So what you're trying to achieve, guys, is you're trying to achieve getting to lookalike audiences and retargeting those audiences, and obviously also retargeting your cold audiences. And this way you get as much value from advertising on Facebook. On the ad level, these are the creatives I ran. I'll show you an ad. We'll just look at one. So as you can see, this was a retargeting ad that I ran for my snack plate, my lotus flower snack platter. So this, as you can see, is a retargeting ad I ran. Sale ends today. I retargeted anyone who had visited the page, and as you can see, I had the benefits listed here. Keeps your snacks fresher for longer, etc. I had a compelling offer, and that was the actual ad. I'm going to show you the audience that I targeted. Those are my custom audiences that I targeted. The location was the United States. And yes, that was my ad set. This was my campaign. As you could see, I had CB optimization on. There's a retargeting campaign, and my budget was $5 daily. So yeah, guys, I hope this helps in terms of giving you some insight into Facebook ads and basically what you need to do in terms of getting consistent sales and growing your business. And that's the beauty of technology and dropshipping today, is because if you've got an ad that's doing really well, all you have to do is duplicate it and increase the budget right here, and you've basically vertically scaled your ad and vertically scaled your business, which is growing your business. And if you want to reduce the amount you're spending on your marketing or advertising, similarly, you just go into the campaign and reduce the budget here. And why would you reduce it? Maybe you're having issues with your supplier, they have a faulty batch, and you don't actually want to be advertising. You could just switch off your advertising completely, and you don't have to worry about customers coming to your store and purchasing. Alright guys, that's about the Facebook section. I'm now gonna take you into Shopify and how we connect Shopify to your Facebook. So guys, in our Shopify dashboard, remember we created our store. We're just gonna go to add a sales channel. Gonna go scroll down, click Facebook, and as you see, it brings me to this page. page and Facebook appears here on the left. We're just gonna scroll down, click update sales channel. So we're gonna go with sell our products on Facebook. Start setup, connect account. We're gonna connect our Facebook account. So once you connect it, guys, you'll be able to set up a Facebook page shop, and then you can set up your pixel and run ads off Facebook. Once you're done and connected, you'll be able to run ads. If you're stuck at any point, guys, just go to my website, schedule a call. We can have a 30-minute chat about it, and if anything, drop a comment. Please hit the like if you've enjoyed my training. This about brings me to the next session. The next session I really just want to talk about is how you automate your store, and that's really around getting better apps. So the apps I'd recommend is you get apps like SMS Bump. SMS Bump will increase your cart conversions, and I think it really adds a lot of value. It pays for itself. It's a good app to have. Another app I would recommend is Lucky Orange. Lucky Orange is an app that allows you to see what your customers are doing on your store real time as well. It also has a live chat option. So Lucky Orange is a good app I would also recommend. These apps are the ones on the screen. Lucky Orange is this one, the one I've been talking about. I just quickly downloaded it so you guys could see it. That's Lucky Orange. And SMS Pump Marketing and Automation is this one down here. Let me just go into them so you can have a look. This is what SMS Pump looks like. What you're gonna set up is your abandoned cart. The point of the abandoned cart, guys, is to remind your customer when they've picked something and they've put it in their cart and they forgot to purchase for some reason. This SMS will kick in and tell them to make the purchase with the link directly to the checkout. So guys, I've just completed it. We're gonna call it abandoned cart and whatever your website is. You're gonna have the abandoned cart reminder. Okay, there's different options here. You can have a product upsell. We're gonna just set up the abandoned cart reminder. The recipient is a customer. The delay is enabled. You have to enable the delay, 4-hour delay. You just put in 4 hours under message timing. You're gonna put a delay enable and have it for 4 hours. Can attach a GIF, and then this is the message that's gonna go to your customer. So it's gonna say your store name, Chits Tech. Hey Amanda, just wanted to remind you that you have some items left in your cart. Get them now. Make your stay home even better. Abandoned cart URL, which will be the product, and then there's a stop to opt out. This is a must for all European countries, and generally just whenever you SMS marketing customers, always have the option for them to opt out, and then you can save this. Alright guys, the next app we're gonna look at is the Lucky Orange app. This is basically what the dashboard looks like when you open it after you install it, which is this app here. So what you really look for is the recordings. I haven't activated this yet, but basically whenever someone's on my site, it's gonna show me who the person is, any tags. It's gonna show me all the activity right here under recordings, and I'll be able to see and play a recording of what the person was doing on the website, where they clicked and when they went off or why. So you start to see things like here, what you call heat maps on your website, and these heat maps will show where people are clicking the most often and where they're viewing the most often, so you can optimize those areas. Alright guys, those are the two apps that I recommend when you're actually trying to automate and grow your store. And then lastly is around getting a virtual assistant, or what we call VAs in dropshipping. A VA is someone who can help you do your order placing, who can help you with your customer support, as well as product research and selection, depending on how you find the VA and how you employ the VA. So what I always suggest is use sites like Fiverr or Upwork. They have good VAs. VAs from the Philippines are usually very good and also not very expensive. It can cost you anything between $300 and $600 per month. And this virtual assistant will help you with completing your orders, placing your orders with the supplier, making sure they're in contact with your customers, etc. And you can focus on these more important aspects like improving your website and in adding value-added apps and doing value-added work like working on your social media, advertising and marketing. So that's my suggestion, guys, and that's really my last tip for you guys through this training. If you've enjoyed this training, guys, and if you found value in my training, please do subscribe to my channel, please do hit the like button, and please do drop me a comment. Let me know where you're from, let me know what you thought about the training, if there's anything I can improve, or if there's anything you'd like to see more of. I'm here to service you guys. Cheers, guys. Much love.